Seed Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading when the price is going up or down. So while we have this consolidation range going on here, this does create a bull flag. This bull flag for our total could push us up quite a bit. It could push us right around that 165 trillion. So that'd be almost a doubling in total, which would mean altcoins would give very good push up. Right now, we are seeing dominance weaken a bit too, so I would watch for a continued rejection here. Remember, if we get a continued rejection and then make a lower low, we could see a bearish trend in this range, and then that could continue to drop dominance. Bitcoin can still go up, but our altcoins would run up against Bitcoin. So that's the scenario that we're hoping to see here. Over on Bitcoin for the daily, we do have a push up to right around 140K if we map out a bull flag in this range. Keep in mind, though, that we have several touches to the bottom, so if we don't break out soon, it could be very difficult for us to sustain, but that does give us hope for breaking 93K and still staying in this range, but we still wouldn't fill that gap on futures right around that 70-80K range. Stochastic is pushing down, RSI is pretty flat. VWAP does look like it wants to break bearish, but is trying to push forward, so we could have a bullish trend going, at least in this range where we have higher highs on this VWAP, and then we would come up for a higher low. So if we can get continued bullish favor, then we would push up, seeing momentum push forward and seeing our money flow remain green. That'd be what would give us that strength to see that break up. Over on the 1 hour, we do have rising bottoms with kind of flat tops. So this could create a little rising triangle. A rising triangle, remember, would push you up. So we would cut a few, say that's a freak breakdown. And then we would draw our top right here, right across those wicks and bodies. Then you would measure from the top down to the bottom, and you would apply that forward because this is a bullish pattern, and that would give us an initial breakup of around 112K. Remember, don't go for the max pain or max gain because odds are you won't get it. Our stochastic does want to round away. We could still blow past it. So that being said, we can blow past it, continue forward. But when you're doing pattern trading, you do want to kind of take some profits, at least at these decent levels, and then let them run up against. So maybe you take some profits around 110K, good even number, psychological resistance, and then you let it ride forward, watching for bearish signals. VWAP does want to pull back, money flows in the green, so overall we do look positive to continue forward, providing that VWAP can stay more bullish leaning. Over on graph for the daily, we would have a chance to invalidate this head and shoulders possibility if our total does get that bullish breakout. Stochastic is pushing down, RSI is starting to weaken, and VWAP is favoring bearish, pulling momentum lower and causing money flow to remain red. So I would still watch, but we are attempting to push forward. If we can break that value area high on the daily and then continue forward, that would be positive. Over on the 1 hour, we do have higher highs with higher lows, a slight bullish trend trying to form here. Watch if they connect, though. Remember, if they end up connecting, that would be a rising channel, and rising channels do break you down. Stochastic does want to pull back. RSI is starting to push down. Momentum is running away. That VWAP is favoring bearish. We do have a slightly lower low, so I would watch for a rejection. If we get a rejection on this neutral, momentum will continue lower. Money flow would remain red, and we would continue to push to the bearish side. However, if that VWAP can recover into bullish territory and get another strong bullish wave, then remain bullish from there, we could continue forward and see that bullish pattern carve out. We do have a possibility to push right around that 19 cents. According to the MPP, that is about a 65% chance. So not very high probability, at least not more favorable. Bullish is slightly more favorable, but I'd like 70-80% or better because then you have a better chance of breaking up. We did have a double bottom that could have formed here, but then we went sideways, invalidating that. So we may not see a double bottom break up. So just keep in mind, watch for resistance areas, just like that 19 cents. Over on Anchor for the daily, we do look like we are trying to make it bounce back. Watch if we can break through this kind of strong resistance area. We are going to delete one of these just so we don't have so many lines there. That looks a little better. Over on the indicators, our side does want to push up. Stochastic is trying to make a bounce. VWAP is kind of hanging up in the bearish territory, so I would still lean to those lower time frames. They need to break bullish and hold if we're going to see that VWAP cross, causing momentum to push up and helping that money flow make a bounce. Otherwise, that money flow does look like it is about to break into bearish territory, so watch those lower time frames. But again, if that total does get the strong push up with that bull flag, then the rest of the market would as well. Over on the 1 hour, we are trying to make a slight rising channel as we have a straight narrow channel. So just keep an eye out for that. Remember, that could break us down. We do have a 73% chance that we could fall to about 281. That would be providing we can't make a bullish break. This other projection isn't very good as well. It did pretty much play out. It said we could reject the top of this channel, that resistance area right around that 3 cents, and then we could continue lower. That is kind of what we're seeing right now. So we have a lower high. Watch out for a lower low, as that could create a bearish trend to help push us lower. But again, watch that total. VWAP is breaking down. We do have a bearish trend. Momentum is pushing down. We have a red dot showing that we do want to continue lower, bringing money flow down. So we do look a little more bearish leaning on the 1 hour there. But again, total does look a little better. So if total can get that break up, we would see these altcoins push up as well. Over on XRP, we may have a continuation of a trend. We do have a slight breakup, consolidation, slight breakup, consolidation. We got very good breakup, then a long consolidation. Now we have a little bit of a breakup, and now like a medium like consolidation zone. So what I'm trying to get at is we could have some liftoff going off if this trend were to continue. Remember, the trend is your friend, and this is a bullish continuation as the highs and lows don't connect very well. Momentum does want to push down, stochastic is weakening. Our side does want to push forward, so just watch if stochastic can remain above 30. VWAP is favoring bearish, so keep an eye on that. If it continues to push down, momentum and money flow will continue lower, and then price action will start to favor more bearishly. Over on the 1 hour, we could have a symmetrical triangle here. So I would watch. Remember, a symmetrical triangle is 50-50, but is also a bull pendant. A bull pendant is a good pattern because remember, that can break you forward. So we would draw from the top down to the beginning of our breakup and then apply that forward if I can grab it. And that would give us a breakup of right around that $4 range. So a little shyer of that other breakup we had the possibility of before, but still a pretty decent push up. And you would measure about from the top to about halfway down. That give you your breakdown point, and your breakdown point would be 273. VWAP is starting to favor bullish, so that is positive. Momentum is pushing up. Stochastic is pushing up. RSI is bullish, and money flow does want to gain some strength. So if that VWAP can continue to push up, we could see the bullish breakout scenario and possibly push toward that $4 range. Over on Algo for the daily, you may be able to draw a symmetrical triangle here as well. Maybe get a little bit of a bull pendant that could push you right around that 75-80 cent range. Stochastic is pushing down, RSI is weakening, momentum is starting to push down, VWAP is favoring bearish, and that money flow is starting to reject that neutral. So watch that money flow and VWAP very close. If they make a rejection here, we will see some stronger bearish momentum and then see a push down toward that value area high most likely. But over on the 1 hour, you can see we have a lot of bullish momentum here. So this is a pretty strong zone. I would watch. We do need to overcome this kind of bearish zone right around that 46.29. Then we can continue forward, hopefully getting some more bullish momentum as what these bars on our fixed range volume profile are showing you. That VWAP is favoring bullishly. Momentum is pushing up as a result, giving money flow some strength, and money flow is about to flip into the green. If that money flow can flip green and hold, then we will get a strong breakup, and we could see that bullish scenario that we kind of mentioned a little while ago. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like and subscribe, and join us in the Discord.